Hey guys, I'm Josh Brown.
And I'm Jordan Stevens.
And you're watching the Cars and Health Bars podcast. Let's get right into the episode. What's going on, guys? Welcome to Cars and Health Bars. Today is August 8th, 2025. I want to get a big shout out to our sponsors before we get started here today. Chemical Guys, Steel Series, CJ Pony Parks, Badass Extension Cords, and Speedway Motors. If you want to, stick on over for the ad read to find out how you can take advantage of some of the good deals we are providing with our sponsors. So we got Jordan with us this week. Unfortunately, he couldn't be with us last week, but fortunate that he's here this week because solo episodes suck.
I had the weirdest eye injury. Not injury, but I don't know what you would call it. I had something in my eye that just wouldn't get out. And it was felt like it was scratching my eye, but it never got super irritated. But God, I couldn't see nothing out of it. I hated that drive home, dude. I felt like I was going to wreck into someone.
Was you on the bike?
No, thank God.
Oh, golly, that'd been terrible. Have tunnel vision with something in your eyeball.
Non-dominant eye that's had laser eye surgery. Yeah, let's not do that.
Mess up the only good eye you got. What about this gaming fact? I'm kind of curious to see if you have heard of this one before. So, in Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, the NPCs actually have a full daily schedule and needs. They go to work, eat meals, sleep, and even get into trouble if they can't. Even get into trouble if they can't get food. Sometimes they literally steal bread from shops if they are hungry. Bethesda called this Radiant AI system, and it is the reason you can sometimes catch guards yelling at townsfolk for shoplifting while you're walking by.
I did not know this one.
That's kind of cool. And Oblivion's an old game, man.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Bethesda on those games, man, they were something else. Like they were cooking in that studio.
Yeah, I mean, you were the main character, but it also felt like there was a lot of side stories going on between the NPCs,
for sure.
Like this said, always getting into some of them getting into trouble, like going to
Yeah.
work. That's kind of crazy.
That one boy, he'd always on Skyrim in that first town. God, he annoyed me.
The one that always hollering there.
Yeah, you gotta do a quick save and kill him and go back. Like
I do it every single time, dude. Just go ahead and just get rid of him.
Like, shut up.
That's right. I guess we could get right into the cars topic today. I want to give a big shout out. Well, I want to first correct my original statement in last week's podcast. Tri 5 was not the previous weekend, as you probably found out. Tri 5 is this weekend, and let me tell you, if you're in Bowling Green, you already know because there's tons of Bel Airs driving to Bowling Green right now. And it's Thursday, or day we're recording this.
Yeah. First day, and they're already out there, man. They are tearing it up. I mean,
I
saw a Nomad leaving the hotel by 4 today on lunch. I was like,
ooh. Man, yeah, the Tri 5 is such a big event, especially summertime, too. Like, it's hot, and they still, let's get the Bel Airs out. You know, half of them ain't got AC. Probably none of them have AC if they're Tri 5. So I was wondering if you've actually been to the Tri 5 before, because I know you've gone to the, Nostalgia Nationals. I don't know what it's called now.
Yeah.
I've been to it, but I thought maybe you've been to the Tri 5 also.
No, I haven't been to the Tri 5.
It's brutal having a big meet at the drag strip this time of year because, man, that sun is beaming off that concrete.
Yeah, I always know Hot Rod Reunion is you better have some protection because every time I go, I get sunburnt.
Like that is some rough time. Like even like if you're drag racing, like that asphalt is so hot.
Yeah,
It is brutal. Like you're already overheating.
And you got a hot car with no, mats or God, I can't think of the word, carpet or shielding or anything, so you got no protection from the heat in your drag car. So, I mean, it's just awful.
And if you got any ice in that ice tank, it's done gone while you're in the stage.
Run it to the suit, dog. Better run a pump to your suit.
Yeah. There was, I wanted to also see what you thought about this. I read this online throughout the week. There's a rumbling rumor right now going around about a possible manual C8.
Yeah, I did see that.
The source that I got from is a little bit shaky at best, but I did read that, and there is definitely a lot
The shifter would be easy to set up. The only thing that I would be worried about is how's the pedal going to be connected. You're gonna have just a long, like a master up front with a long line going to the slave, or
There's a lot of
I'm
people
sure it's
speculating on
doable.
how they're going to make that work, but I mean they've made everything else work this far. I
It
mean,
could be like it probably would have an electronic brake booster. I don't know if the base C8 does, but that's technology that's made its way into a lot of Fords. I don't know about as many other manufacturers, but it's pretty common now to see a non-vacuum booster. There is no booster. It's just a whole ABS unit that is everything.
how well do you think a manual C8 will sell? Because I mean,
I think that would sell really good for the market.
it seems like manuals are sizzling out, but I mean they're still alive and well in the enthusiast cars.
Yeah, if a manual C8 came out and see it's only been available in auto, I imagine that would probably sell like hotcakes right now, dude. Like, get it while you can because they're probably going to get bought up quick.
Yeah, especially by collectors alone, just like people trying to
Mm-hmm.
collect. I'm sure there's a guy out there that has every manual Corvette there's ever made. At least one
He's got
generation.
every option
Yeah,
on
every
every vet.
every option. Yeah, I was wondering what you thought about that. I mean, that would be cool, but I mean, as is the 10
I
speed
would love
Venom
that.
now, man. Golly, it's hard to beat the Trans Evident now.
Dude, it ain't about beating it.
Yeah, it's about
It is
enjoying
not
it.
about beating it. It's just something about banging gears, man.
Yes, sir. So I guess we can get into our main story here. If you follow the Snapchat, you know that we're kind of gonna go into a more serious, more controversial topic here. Of course, if you followed the podcast chronologically, you'll know that Jordan used to work for a speed shop here locally, and all of a sudden we kind of didn't say anything. It just kind of went from speed shop to back working for a dealership, and we didn't really go into it,
Yep.
and for good reason. It was a very it was a lengthy, drawn out, uh, bad, crappy, however you want to say it, situation that we just couldn't really get into. I mean, I don't think you could have gotten into it at the time without just getting really emotional, not like tears, but like just angry.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, part of me wish it never happened. Like I did enjoy that job.
Yeah.
It was really everything I could have wanted.
For
That's something I've always wanted to do. So
oh yeah, I mean, who wouldn't want to go do that? Especially if you're a car enthusiast. I mean, that's a dream come true. I mean,
yeah,
for just before we get started into the story, I want to say to protect us, the person, the business, everything. We're going to stay away from names and business names and all that. So we're trying to keep everything legal to make sure that we are covering ourselves and everybody else involved. We are just here to tell
yeah,
a factual story from our end without revealing or defaming anyone in this situation.
yeah. I don't really think that's what I would want to do, anyways.
Yeah, we're just here to share a
I mean,
story.
we're not about that. We're not about drama or nothing like
Mm-mm.
that. So
I mean, this situation is long, long, long over. That's why we kind of feel comfortable telling this story. This
yeah,
happened years ago, so this is old news. This is nothing nobody doesn't know in any that's in your personal life at
it's
least.
been over a year now.
Yeah,
Um, almost two now.
I mean, I feel like everybody's moved on from that situation, and it's kind of just it's just a story now. And I feel like there's a lot of stuff that
Yep.
wasn't said on your end that a lot of people might need to hear. And who knows, there might be someone in a similar situation that needs to hear something like this.
Yeah.
This might be something good for everybody. But I don't want to take any more time away from you, Jordan. We can kind of just follow this story chronologically and just get into what happened to you at the speed shop.
Yeah, so kind of the backstory to even me starting there is me buying my Camaro. This is kind of how this all went down, which is funny because I wanted a Mustang.
I remember that.
So, anyways, yeah, I find the Camaro. I'm like, man, I love this thing. Do some mods. I'll need a tuner. So Josh hooks me up. Uh, I think he'd already tuned your car and done
Long
some
time ago.
stuff by then.
Two of my cars
Cammed
by
it.
then.
Yeah. So, it seems like he has a good rep. So I'm like, all right, I'll have him touch my car. I never had no issues. I can't say the tune was awful. So it was probably a pretty safe and reliable tune, honestly, because the car lived a long time. And anyways, get my car cammed. after I do headers, I get it tuned, and then I go to cam it. I message the owner, and I'm like, hey, this is on Friday, like lunchtime. I'm like, hey, tonight, starting this cam job. I'll be done Saturday afternoon, probably around 3, right before supper. And if you can tune it Monday, that'd be great. So I do that, and I get it there Monday morning. And he couldn't believe me. He was like, I didn't think you'd actually have it done in that time. So he tunes it and get it. And then I did some side work there, just because I was kind of hung out with one of the techs. And the owner was like, hey, if you want to pull a cam out of this GTO or pull the heads off, I can't remember. Maybe it's full cam job, lifter's cam. Um, you can do that. So did that in like a day and just pulled it. I didn't have to put it together, but I pulled it for some reason. He wanted me to do it, so I did it. And that's kind of like, all right, I think I'd have him work for me. He works at a good pace, and he just wanted to have me on the team. So, and I was down for it. That's what I wanted. And so I'm still working at Ford, and I get a week's notice, and adios, I'm off to the shop. So I worked there 2 years, and during this 2 years, a lot of stuff happens. I mean, Josh can speak to some of it. He knows, and you know, first thing I ever did there was tear apart a LS7, so that was super cool.
Yeah. I feel like, that's that job for you and my relationship with him. It started out like great. Like it was really
For sure.
like a killer relationship between all of us, and like you said, he did great work for what it was, and I don't know. It started out so well. Everybody got along. It was he pretty much just said, work on your stuff anytime, use the shop, use the resources, whatever, And
Hmm.
like you said, he was blown away by your work. I mean, you dang near pull out a cam right after the vehicle cooled off a little bit.
I mean, I've pulled out cams and them still be warm.
That's I mean, what more could he ask for from a worker, and what more could you ask for an environment? It was just so beneficial for both parties. I feel like there was a good honeymoon stage, maybe even a little bit more,
Yeah.
with that job, because I mean, I enjoyed hanging out there. You working there. I was already
Hmm.
friends with the guy, but you working there just kind of added another avenue to hang out there and chill. I mean, there was a lot of great
Yeah,
times there.
for sure. I mean, there's a lot of great times out of there. We were friends on a personal level,
Hmm.
so we'd hang out some weekends. I'd go hang out with them, or we'd go to PRI, and it's awesome. We'd meet up with Texas Speed reps and other people and drink, have a good time.
I mean, he even gave us, the last time we went to PRA, he even gave us a couple $100 to go and have fun with, because he wasn't going. He said he was going to go but didn't. So he gave us some money to go have fun with, which was
Yeah,
really
I mean,
cool.
I can't. And this is why I can't really say I hate him. I don't think he's a god awful person, but man, he's just made some decisions that kind of suck, and
What was some
I
of the
hate that
first
for
signs?
him. And
What were some of the
yeah,
first signs
so
that kind of you started to see? Hey, man,
I
maybe.
know the first one that really kind of rung a bell with me
Okay.
was we had a C5 LS7 car, track only, pretty much. I think it was tagged like it's a legal car, but it was mainly track oriented. I don't think he really drove it much on the street. Anyways, this LS7 blew up somehow. I wasn't here for it to blow up. I just know it came in on a trailer. And I get the engine out and apart, and we throw in a new crate engine, I think. I don't think we did that anything to that in house, really. It was pretty straightforward. Maybe reuse the cam or something, but
Yeah.
pretty straightforward. So, anyways, this block is laying around, right? This LS7 block. And what happened is, I don't know if it had oil starvation, like into the cylinder walls, like an oil ring had failed or something. But when it scored up, not just the thrust side, both sides, the thrust and the other half of the stroke. I don't know what you call that actually, but it scored both sides of the bore up, for the thrust and the other part when
Hmm.
it's on the downstroke, and it uh, messed the pistons up kind of bad. I remember. Well, we had another LS7, so we were like, well, let's reuse what we can. Like sell what we can rather, not reuse. And I remember we had one LS7 that cracked a ring, or ringland on the piston. Well, I threw that away. I was like, there's no use in that. I did throw the rod with it, and in hindsight, should I throw that away? Probably not. It's a titanium rod. It's pretty desirable. But he done sold these rods to someone off Marketplace or somewhere online. And the dude come to pick it up, and he knew there was some damage. So he come to pick it up, and I was like, well, this is months after I threw it away. I was like, I think I threw that away. And he flipped out. He literally was throwing stuff around looking for it, like making a crazy scene out of nothing, really. It wasn't like the end of the world. And, worst case, you don't sell them. It's not the end of the world. But anyways, dude comes. He just buys the 7. He's like, I don't care.
Wow.
So.
Good guy on his part. He could have
Made a mountain out of a molehill.
Yeah.
Over that. So that was first red flag for me. And I'd heard some stuff from people, but I kind of just, I knew them. Hadn't really seen no red flags yet. So I just dismissed anything I heard.
Yeah.
Probably same for you, I imagine.
Yeah, I didn't really hear much about him whenever I first ran into him, but I wasn't super deep into the car scene. I just had that V6 Camaro, and I didn't know nothing outside of my little scope. So, and as I started getting more involved into the car scene, I really didn't hear much until I would say I put you with him, because even then I wasn't really hearing much other than he had one notable LS swap that he did that everybody knew about, and everybody
Yeah.
kind of just knew him for that. I didn't really hear anything bad until we kind of got around a younger crowd like our age. I kind of just started to hear stuff because
Yeah.
they would go to other tuners, and then the other tuners would tell them how they felt about him, and they would just kind of run with their opinion. They would run with that other person's opinion. So it kind of just felt like a big game of telephone as far as
Yeah.
that.
I agree.
As far as his character goes, it was just a big game of telephone. But I don't know, and he might not even have been a bad person up until the end of Jordan's story. Whenever we get to it, because he didn't really show me signs of being a bad person, even like you said, a bad tuner, until kind of towards the end. I started seeing stuff like, what were we thinking here? Like I had a transmission that had some, we were tuning it,
Yeah.
and I was sitting in the passenger seat with the laptop, and he was doing a trans tune. Did a good pull or two, and trans gets super super hot. At that time I really wasn't knowledgeable about cars. I mean, I'm still not knowledgeable, but I'm learning. I noticed the trans temp was high, but in my mind, he's the professional, he's the tuner, he knows what he's doing. But he just goes ahead
You
and,
paid him.
yeah, I
So,
paid him. He goes ahead and does another pull anyways. Like, we're talking like violent, like 7,200 on a factory trans kind of pulls, on a trans that's fairly warm. And about a week later, it's just slipping like nobody's business. And eventually it just completely, I barely got it back to the shop where me and Jordan put in the new
yeah, I remember you had me drive it.
I was so angry, dude. That car, whenever I got it into gear, I just abused it because I was so angry that happened.
I remember that.
And for so long, man, I did not place blame on anybody but GM. Well, not
Yeah.
even GM. I was just like, well, it's just a worn out trans. And we're asking a lot for it, but we weren't really. Like, I know a lot of cars that have a lot more, well, similar miles to mine, that still are living on. I mean, this I don't know, man. It definitely was him, in my opinion. Looking back, I was definitely,
Yeah. I mean, temperature kills autos.
even after everything went downhill with you and him, I feel like I still defended him quite a bit, and still kind of,
Yeah.
rode, and but in hindsight, looking back, I should have definitely cut ties. But
Yeah.
I'm just a
I
kind of
feel you.
I'm just the kind of person that it takes a lot for me to get hurt, or not even hurt, just like really hurt your image of me. And I should have let that be the
Yeah.
nail in the coffin. I hate not
I
liking people. I think that's my problem.
Yeah, I didn't want to really dislike him because I liked him at the time. And I mean, there were some customers we had that I kind of felt. Nah, I didn't kind of feel. I mean, I feel bad for them because they got wronged in a way, and maybe they don't even know, they're ignorant of what happened, but they got wronged in a way, and maybe parts off his car got used on another, and he got other parts. And I just, what if that was my car? Is all I could think. And when that started happening, I really pulled back from how much I was investing into the shop.
So I'm trying to follow it chronologically. At what point did you start seeing issues personally? Like you had ordered an X pipe. Did that
Yeah, so that wasn't super long into working there, really. That was maybe 6 months into working there. I was like, all right, I'm going to get some good headers for my Camaro because I had horrible headers. And I had the LSA I'd already bought by then, too, so I wanted 2-inch primaries. And we were a Texas Speed rep, so I'm like, let's get Texas Speed headers with the X pipe. Well, it goes on for forever. I give them money and I just wait and I'll wait and I'll wait.
was it a year? It was a
And it's
long,
been
long
like,
time.
no, it wasn't so long to get the headers. It was maybe a month and a half. I like it.
Oh,
I
it
was
felt
like, you
like a
didn't order
long
this
time.
till later.
Maybe it was your X pipe
But
that I'm
I
thinking about.
never got that. Yeah, I never got an X pipe. So I think he just ordered from them the headers only and kept the other money.
Yeah, because something similar happened to me. I was I with the new trans, I needed a stall, and well, we had a stall in the stock trans, but we were worried it might have got any something in it, so we just went ahead and bought a brand new one.
Contaminated.
Yeah, so the I paid for the converter, and who knows what happened to that money because he keeps saying that it was lost in shipping. Oh, I've been emailing him. I've been emailing him. I've been emailing him. Just that's all I heard from him for weeks. And I'm like, bro, like we got to put this trans in. Like we are not waiting on a converter. And finally, I think I paid him again, maybe a little bit less. I think I paid him like half, but he had already got the full amount. Then he's getting more on top of that. He's like, oh, I don't know about your refund. I'm getting screwed as bad as you are. I'm like, really, bro? And yeah, what do you know? After I paid him the second time, it showed up super fast. It's almost like it wasn't ordered to begin with. He ordered from the same place the
Yeah.
second time. Kind of makes you wonder.
Gave him so many chances, man. And that really did not help him for me at all. That really irritated me because, yeah, we were friends, but it wasn't like me and you, like, or someone I had known a lot longer.
Yeah.
You don't screw my friends over and I'm going to just be, oh, yeah, it's okay. Yeah, do what you want.
That was
Like,
towards
nah, I'm going to have an opinion about you.
the transmission situation was really close to the end because I remember we were trying to really get
Hmm.
my car done before you dropped the bomb. I think that's
Yeah, it wasn't too long after. And kind of the whole thing that solidified me, like, all right, I'm tired of this guy. Like, my opinion had changed him so much. Was the divorce. And I remember because he got divorced and I show up to the shop before anyone. So I show up 30 minutes before he does
yeah.
most mornings. And there's a cop waiting. Like, he asked me uh, for my name or so. I can't remember, but he's looking for the owner. And I'm like, well, he's not here now, but he should be. He's like, okay, I got something for him. I'm like, all right. So I just go in the shop and mind my business. And he serves him divorce papers. Well, his first reaction wasn't what mine would have been. It was pure anger. It was not, he was upset. He wasn't sad. And to me, that really was a red flag. And I'm like, okay, you're mad. Like, I guess you knew this was coming because I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
And I have an awesome wife who's supportive of me and not an asshole like he is. I'm going to be pretty upset.
Right.
So it blows my mind that he's mad, and that I just knew something wasn't right with that. Like something was telling me this. There's more to this than I know. So, yeah, that was about the time. I think maybe 2 weeks after that, I'd put in like, hey, I can't keep working here, and also by then, there's also I'm not getting paid consistently. I'm getting paid so inconsistent by then. It is ridiculous. I mean, I'm going a week or two multiple times throughout a 3 or 4 month span where I'm not getting paid. And I'm so patient with him. And he's not taking work.
And at certain points, he was having to offer you like engine components, like an engine, to pay you. Like,
Yeah, he's gave me a 5.3,
and
which
I mean that's
I'll take it, but it's not pay.
I know
like in the way that money is.
there was one situation where he was making you work like insanely long hours trying to get a Fitchin Camaro done just so you could get paid. Like he was holding that over your head. Like
Yeah.
that is not you
Well,
agreed
I
to
mean,
get
what
paid
else am I
hourly.
gonna do? I get it. There's you get paid by what I do, so yeah, it's kind of I gotta get myself paid
Yeah. I mean,
because you ain't got no tunes
from a legal
to do.
standpoint, it's so wrong for that to happen because you were agreed to get paid hourly. I mean, that's the way it is, and he's making you
Well,
stand over.
weekly, not maybe not hourly, but weekly.
Right. But I mean, he agreed upon that. You're not paid by job. That's his problem. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I feel like that would have been
Yeah,
a.
and he really didn't. He he showed signs of like he was apparently a mechanic before. Like I don't doubt he's worked on his own cars and built, helped build an engine. But there have been times he really showed me that he liked knowledge in certain things that surprised me. And I liked a lot too. I'm not going to sit here and say by no means that I was the links of my other coworker or anyone, but yeah, I was learning as I went, and I did learn a lot there. And I think we could have had more opportunity for work had we tried to expand in certain areas, and he never really wanted to. He didn't want to expand the shop in no way. He didn't want to take on different types of jobs. He's pretty specific to some pretty basic builds. And I think I can understand part of not wanting to do big builds is because they take a long time and they don't get you paid in the moment. But
I mean, certain
those are
cars
the
sat in
builds that
that
really
shop
kind of
for.
set you forward.
Some of those cars sat in the shop from like the time you started. I mean, it seems like that's what he did.
Yeah,
He just
I
got
mean,
buried up in those big builds.
I know one that's still not done.
Yeah.
So, and it was apart when I left. I was the one who took it apart.
It's like everything was so backwards. He was taking on these massive jobs, and meanwhile, the dyno was building cobwebs. The bread and butter of the speed shop. And I mean, I know for a fact I was sending work his way because I'd be like, my buddy, you need like a tune? I'd be like, hey man, I've got a really good friend's got a speed
Yeah,
shop, and he'd just ignore him. I'm like, are you serious? Like, I'm sending you easy work,
yeah.
bro.
And then I do David's car, and his tunes half-ass. I feel like or shit. Like he to this day goes through spark plugs more than a cammed LS
Oh my
and a
god,
5 liter Coyote. He goes through plugs. He gets misfires so bad, dude. It don't take 15,000 miles for it to need plugs.
that's insane.
Like, do we not have an AFR gauge on that thing or something? Like, I don't get it. Like, something is definitely not right.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's timing, something, sensor, data. I don't know.
One of the things that really got me is I feel like you kind of got him back in a way because you I mean, not. I wouldn't say got him back because there's no level ground you could get to from the amount that he's done to you
There's no winning
personally.
either
Yeah,
from any of this.
but like the day you told him was a whole story in and of itself. Like that, everything. If you can remember that, because like I think the
I
divorce
remember
plus the yeah.
he was driving his dad's Nissan, and he's texting and driving. Man, he always seemed to do that, and it irritated me because I've had family do that, man. And my first wreck I was ever in when I was a kid was someone on their phone,
Yeah.
and I never was a fan of it. So I'm gonna call him out on it. And uh, sure enough, he's doing it, and I'm so irritated. I'm just watching him. I'm like, it's so stupid. I could die right now.
Yeah,
But he runs over something in the road and gets a flat. And of course, we don't got a spare,
of
or
course.
we do, and we don't got a tool or something. I don't know,
Yeah,
man. Oh, I just sat there and I kept thinking about it, and I had to build up the courage to do it because I still really liked them, even though all that shit.
yeah,
But I finally did. I was like, look, I can't keep doing this. I need consistent pay, man. So I got to go back to Ford.
yeah. I mean, he can't hate.
He's like, I get it.
He even like offered his
Like
shop up for us to
if you,
still use and everything.
Yeah, I mean, that's like, can I hate the guy? No, I can't, you know?
But the way he
He
went
didn't,
about things, so
he could have treated me better sometimes, yeah.
been more
You
open with
know,
you,
like, I don't treat my friends the way he would have, but
and never would give you that last check.
was he? Yeah, I know.
Never would give you
I
your last
still
check.
never got that.
Crazy.
He gave me a half-ass excuse. I get you don't got the money, but you don't gotta lie to me.
Like, you are a grown dude. Like, you worked for that money. Like, it's not. This isn't
Yeah,
playtime.
if he would have been honest with me, I would have took it so much better, dude. I wouldn't have held it over him, you know.
Yeah.
But you know, you're like, I don't got it. All right, man. I get that. If you can, get it to me, but ain't nothing I can do to force you to give me money.
No.
I
No.
can't beat you up and just get money out of your pockets.
I
So
mean, you could have took it to court, but I mean, at that point, you probably spend more
it's
trying to
so
get it
much
out of
money,
him.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, at that point, you're just proving a point that don't even need to be proved.
Hey, there's so much more, but I don't know how much I can really get into it.
Yeah. It's we're walking a
I feel
line
like
here.
some of it's, yeah, I feel like some of it's just, it probably don't need to be said anyways. It don't matter.
Yeah.
It's all in the past now.
Yeah, we just wanted to fill you guys in on the situation. It's especially if somebody else is in a similar situation or knows somebody that might be struggling at their job, getting maybe mistreated by their boss.
Yeah, anywhere.
Yeah, I just you don't. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. If my paycheck's an hour late, I'm outie 5,000. I'm not. No, like you don't mess with my money. I'm sorry. Like that's why I'm here. I'm here to make money for my family. Uh,
I was ignorant.
well, that's ignorant is bliss. You know, we learn from mistakes, and it makes you a better person. You know, and
For sure.
I only hope that this maybe touches somebody that's maybe in a bad situation, getting abused by their boss, whatever.
There's always a job out there.
Yeah, and we don't have to worry about this shop doing anything like that again because it is public information that this shop now belongs to a what is it, a sales agency, and it's in process, I believe, of not being for sale. So yeah, this shop no longer belongs to that owner, Jordan's ex boss. So don't have to worry about that happening again to anybody, at least at that building. And there is a part two to
Yeah.
this story, and it doesn't really pertain to Jordan's side, but it does continue, and we'll definitely hit you guys up with a part two whenever it comes out because it it gets a little more interesting and ironic beyond this point.
It does.
So uh, yeah, you'll have to stay tuned. I don't know when part two will come, but it will come. So you definitely stay tuned for that if you enjoyed this story. And like I said, one more
Time will march on,
time,
and it'll come out.
it will. And hey, I mean, I don't know how you guys feel about karma or payback or whatever, but it's kind of crazy to see sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it for our cars topic. We'll throw this to an ad read, and then we will get on with our gaming topic. I want to thank Speedway Motors for sponsoring the podcast, our newest addition to the podcast. And I've been holding out for some Speedway Motors. I'm so happy they joined the family of sponsors that we have here. I have personally used tons of their parts on my third generation Camaro. You can see here, pick up where you left off. I was looking at me a carburetor not too long ago. I swear by their parts, man. Even one of my favorite parts here, I'll look it up, the wiring harness. They have a DIY wiring harness. So if you are not that good at wiring, they have a full kit that is a universal. You just pick what circuit you want. And I mean, it is as simple as you get. It even comes with a little fuse box and a diagram. It shows you what goes to what. And what I like most about this kit is throughout the whole entire wire, color coded, of course, it says what it goes to. You know, of course, you don't have to use that. You can wire it up to whatever. But if you're one of those guys that just needs a little bit of help wiring, I would almost be confident to give that to somebody who don't know hardly anything about wiring, really, because I know I didn't. And I wired up my whole entire project car from scratch. It is so simple. It's so hard to mess up. So if you're intimidated by wiring, I'd say this is one of their more popular items that I see people getting. I was shocked that I was talking to my coworker about. I was like, "Hey man, you got any Speedway parts in your car?" He's like, "Yeah, I got that wiring kit." I'm like, "Oh really? Me too." And they have a lot of parts for your older cars, especially. I mean, it's really hard to beat these deals. They've got a distributor here, $100. They've got some stud puller, $40. I mean, it's so hard to beat their prices. There's a whole entire flex plate for $30, brother. You cannot beat that. Some of the best prices, I mean, that's always what I've known them for, is the really good prices, the really good quality. Me personally, building an older car, Speedway Motors was a go-to. They had everything I needed for my small block Chevy and my 1982 Camaro build. They're really good about that. My grandfather, he has been using Speedway Motors as long as he can remember. I mean, I'll ask him, like, hey, Peppa, what'd that part come from? Oh, I called Speedway Motors and they sent it to me. I just called him over the phone. He's got every Speedway Motors catalog dating back to probably whenever they first started printing them off. But yeah, again, I want to thank Speedway Motors so much for sponsoring the podcast, guys. Go on over, support them. One other thing I really like about it, so of course you see I've got my vehicles in here. I love them that much, but you can actually put your vehicle in there. And if you're like me, you've got an engine swap vehicle. It's so hard to shop for vehicles that have a engine swap because you got a 1982 Camaro, but it's got a 350 small block Chevy in it, which didn't come in it. So it's like, I need parts for a 350, but I'm looking for parts for a 1982 Camaro, so don't really line up. That's where Speedway Motors is really, really cool. I haven't seen any other site like it. I'm sure they're out there, but you can have the chassis, and then whenever it goes to engine, you can select swap at the bottom, and you can say it has any engine you want to in it. It's really, really neat about that. So you can have your custom tailored vehicle into their garage search engine. So that is just one last really cool thing I like about Speedway Motors. So yeah, guys, hop on over there, see if they've got something for your build, and use our affiliate link so they know that we sent you. And with that being said, guys, let's get right back into the gaming topic. Thank you for sitting through our ad read, and we are here with our gaming topic. Thank you for sitting through that car story too. So I want to talk about Castle Miner Z Resurrection. So it's so niche. I'm sorry if none of y'all know what we're talking about. Skip forward by all means. But if you don't remember,
you need to hear this.
You need to hear this. There was an indie game back in the day called Castle Miner Z, and it was insane. It's like Minecraft, but horror, but terrible graphics. It's just everything mixed together. And they're remaking it on Uni 5, which is insane. It's supposed to drop quarter 4 of this year, so we should be seeing
I'm excited, honestly. We're going to have to try
October, November, December. Oh, buddy, you better believe. He better not drop a pre-order. I'll hit him with that. I'll be the first one, dude. That's such a... And it looks so good, too. Like, it looks insane. I hope it looks anything like what he's been showcasing, because it looks really, really good.
It will. Like, it's on Uni 5.
Oh, yeah, dude. I hope it's still a little bit potato-y just for nostalgia. Like,
yeah.
That would be
It better have avatars.
Oh, my God. Could you imagine? That would be the best thing ever. Play as your avatar from Xbox.
Yep.
Pull them on over.
That was something that everyone did back in the day, dog. Oh, you had your Xbox avatar, like in the 360 days. Mm-hmm. Everyone was on that.
I have to update them every now and again, you know. Mm-hmm. I had my main thing I want to see return to Castle Miner Z. I'm going to be so mad if it doesn't, because it's like the main reason everybody played. If they don't have endurance mode, I'm going to be like, bro, ain't no way. It's got to have endurance mode.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like 10% or less of players got on Castle Miner Z to like play survival.
I never did creative. I do some survival, but rarely.
I did creative to like test some like pop-up base designs for endurance. Be like, all right, I got to test some pop-up bases. Yeah. They never worked. You just got to keep moving, dude. You just can't stop.
They spawn constantly.
Yeah, it's just no stopping. You just got to go. Tunneling underground is just wild.
It's the best
thing to do. So you get to the blood zone. Well, you come up for a meteor if you can find them. If you don't, I found them underground before, but it's pretty rare.
Yeah, I agree. We need to do like a playthrough of Castle Miner, dog. Like, or stream it or something, because that was like just we can get on there and do some stuff in a short amount of time.
I like how the last time we played it, you're like, dude, we could beat that no problem. What do you mean? And then we get on there and just like get kicked in like so early on. I'm like, bro, this isn't that easy.
It was when I was a kid, dog. I don't know why.
I wonder how many people actually have gotten through endurance. It couldn't have been.
We tried it so many times. I remember
we did. It's like God, man, I wish I knew how many Xbox hours I had on it because it was a lot. Like, because it'd take a while to get through a
For
run. Like, it
sure.
was a good 3 hours. Like, it was nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's our little Castle Miner tangent. Play it if you
Yeah.
haven't. I mean, it's probably like $5 on Steam or less.
It's
It
such a
probably
good game.
$5 for a 10 pack, honestly.
Don't judge it by its appearance is all I can say.
Oh, it looks horrendous. Like, it looks absolutely
It's part of the
horrendous.
love for it. It's just it is what it is. It's like
You can get a four
7 days.
pack. You can get a 4 pack for Castle Miner Z for $12. So you can get you and 3 other buddies a pack. And I mean, there you go. You got people to play with now. Just spend the $12 and get on there. It's a great way to spend a
Better than
Saturday.
pre-ordering COD.
Oh my God, don't even. I told I guess we can kind of slowly start to swap, but everybody's talking about Battlefield 6 at work. It's all we've been talking about, all my gaming buddies. I'm like, bro, listen, if Black Ops 7 is anything like Black Ops 2 or 3, I will not play Battlefield. Like, I will,
Yeah.
but like, oh my God, I'm gonna be
If
burning
it's
up some
Black
Call of
Ops
Duty.
3, I'm gonna play it. Like if it's
That's what
just
I'm
like it,
saying.
like sorry,
Nah,
Battlefield 6, we'll have to share Call of Duty.
it will. It'll be like custody. It's like
Which
it's your
that's
weekend
crazy to think
Battlefield.
about. I cannot see Call of Duty doing that.
I can't either. And even the times that they've attempted to go back to their roots, they haven't been able to even get close.
Yeah, I mean the best selling COD was Black Ops 3. So
Yeah, and that was 10 years ago.
nothing's outsold it since.
No.
Black Ops
I mean,
4 was one of the worst.
oh, it was. It was the only Call of Duty game I did not buy.
Same.
And that's, I mean, it just, who
I even bought World
5v5?
War
Come
II,
on.
bro. I
I
even
did
bought
too.
that. And
I might have even
Vanguard.
had a physical copy of that. Yeah,
Dude, I
Vanguard. I
even
had them
bought
all.
Vanguard and I cannot say how much that game irritated me. That one map with the glass at the bar, dude, the hotel map where it's 3 levels.
Oh
God,
my
I
God, you
hate that
hated
map.
that. That was the worst. It's just everybody had an angle on that
Mm,
map. It was just so open. You're always getting shot at. Like, you might as well just hold an angle all game, wait for somebody to pop up.
yeah, it was so irritating.
Speaking of roots and Battlefield 6, I will say I played roughly 20 minutes, you know, but I've consumed a lot of content from YouTube. I watched specifically Mark Music. He made a good review, deprived of him being an EA sponsor or whatever. He wanted his truth and honest review. And I feel like he summed it up well because I kind of felt the same way. The maps feel nostalgic, but they're brand new. They just feel like Battlefield 4 style. Like, they just feel rooted. They feel where you don't necessarily have one style of warfare throughout the whole map. You're going to get in situations where a PDW is going to do well. You're going to get in situations where AR or a sniper are going to do well. And you can focus on those areas of the map to where you're not necessarily getting dominated by a sniper or, what have you. And I feel like that is so crucial because Battlefield 2042 did so bad on their map design. I mean, so
Very big.
it is factual. It is factual that it was bad because they went back and reworked the maps about
Yeah,
maybe 6 months to a year. So it is fact
it
that
took them a
Battlefield
year, dog.
2042, yeah, that's insane. But what I like about this beta is there are 10 maps in this beta, bro. Like 10 maps. That's respect
That's
right
usually
there.
what games have at launch.
Yeah, that's insane. And soon to come, it's not. It might be at launch. I think it will be at launch. Actually,
What,
we'll be
Firestorm,
getting
Caspian?
Firestorm. Yeah, Operation Firestorm will be making a return.
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
I don't know why it's the Caspian. I would love to see some, I would love to see like Hanani or, uh,
Oh my God, bro, I'd lose it.
dude, that or,
Like,
Paracel Storm or there's
I
some
like
good
Siege of
maps.
Shanghai.
Yeah,
Like
Siege would
Siege of
be
Shanghai was
awesome.
good.
An updated Levolution. Like, there's so
Yeah,
many possibilities, and I hope we see Levolutions come back. I haven't seen nothing about that.
I haven't either, but I feel like they're leaning more heavily on the world being so destructible
I do
that
too.
and yeah, I'll give it to him. I'd say about a good 80% looks like it's destructible. I mean, you could literally take out bridges on there. I've seen Merc take out like a whole entire like walkway bridge. It crushed some people and it just stays gone.
Yeah, I like how
They
there's like the physics with that.
Yeah, I mean, Merc even mentioned that like tank bodies, helicopter bodies go away a lot slower now, so they kind of stay. That destruction stays on the map much longer. So that provides cover, that changes the game. And like I said, I think they really are leaning heavily on the map changing itself instead of Levolution changing everything all at once.
Yeah. What about like vehicle spawns? Are they still the same?
They seemed the same for the most part. Like I said, there was a time whenever I was playing infantry and it popped up across my screen. Air vehicle is now available, so I do like that. Even though there's going to be people that camp them, it is nice to know. Maybe it does that for each vehicle. Maybe like one that's a little bit less desirable. Maybe like you want to play tank and it's like, hey, there's a tank available. Be like, all right, redeploy. You ain't got to watch it all the time. For a vehicle, it's not as desirable. Of course, helis and jets are going to camp. Of course, we already know that.
Yeah. By yours truly too.
Yes, sir. Hey, make sure it gets in good hands. I will say they brought back the specialist system. It seems like the field upgrade system, but it looks like at the end of the field grade you do get like a specialist item. Like I believe the assault guy gets a stem shot that does not increase your health or restore health. It just simply makes you run faster, and they remove tack sprint and they remove slide cancel. So the game plays really slow. And I love that because it reminds me of classic Battlefield. It's just, I feel like they got too caught up in trying to be like Call of Duty with the slide canceling and the
Yeah.
movement. It feels a little bit more gritty.
And they
It's a little
actually listen to
slower.
the community right there. I got to say, big props to them because, God, when was the last time that happened?
Right. Yeah. Battlefield seems to be super receptive for their, like you said, they fixed their maps. When has Call of Duty ever done that? Like,
Yeah.
never. They don't care. After they put their garbage out,
As
they're
long
like,
as
all
there
right,
ain't a
have
way to
fun.
get in the bottom of the world, they're
No,
a glitch spot that's gonna break the game. They don't care.
no. They're like, you want us to fix stuff? No, we got to make new stuff for
New
you to
skins.
buy. Yeah. Like, why fix what we already have when we can just distract you with other things? So the open beta it starts tomorrow if you don't have a code. Of course, early access codes. I found one for sale on the internet. I don't know how legal that is, but go for it. It's not me. But yeah, there's an open beta happening this weekend. Like I said, anybody can join. It's crazy. It makes me a little bit mad as somebody that pre-ordered the game that they're letting this be open. But again, I understand it's marketing, whatever. But it kind of feels like, dang, you're not even going to let the pre-order people have anything special. Like, you're not going to let us have the early access today and tomorrow, Thursday and Friday. But alas, alack, maybe we'll get access to another beta closer to launch. But I'm pretty hyped about it. I don't know about you, how you feel about this Battlefield.
It's looking pretty good. I want to be someone who is, I'm gonna sit here and I'm not gonna pre-order. I'm not gonna jump the gun. But it's getting kind of hard. I can't lie. Ever since I first saw it, I've wanted to like it. It does remind me of Battlefield 3 and 4. Kind of mixed back company too with the destruction. So
Yeah. So I will say we do have to keep in mind that Battlefield 2042, if you remember back, had a phenomenal beta. Ran phenomenal. Ran great. Everything was great about it. Launch day, I don't know what happened, bro. Like, gone. Like, it ran terrible. You
yeah,
couldn't even
and there
run it.
was hype for 2042.
Oh, yeah. Everybody thought that was going to be the Battlefield 4
Mm-hmm.
relaunch, you know? And no. No, it's still to this day, you couldn't get me on there. I mean, it's cool, but I just not something I want to go play.
They didn't completely botch it, but did not do
I'd
good.
rather I'd rather play most any Battlefield over that,
Yeah, I'd
honestly.
probably play Battlefield 5 and 1 over it for sure. The two before it.
Yeah, and Battlefield 6. I keep saying want to say 2042. Battlefield 6. Even like you'll love this. I almost don't want to spoil it, but I got to because as soon as you load in, it says Battlefield Studios and everything, and you know what happens for that space bar. Bum, 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 bum.
Nah.
Yeah, I was like, no, oh my god,
They're
like
trying to get us.
they're trying so hard. I'm like, I just about got chills whenever that happened. I'm like, oh, we're back. We're so back right now. It feels so much like Battlefield 4. And I feel like I can say that because me and you have been playing good little bit of Battlefield 4 here lately.
Yeah.
And it's so hyped right now because I jumped in a queue, and like I said, I have an early access code. I jumped in a queue at 4:30 a.m. on Thursday morning. I mean, the beta had just been open for an hour and a half, and my spot in queue was 261,800. That's where I was in queue. So that just goes to show how many people are trying to play this. Whether that was true or not, I feel like there's still an ungodly amount of people trying to play this game right now.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely can believe that number. I mean, you think across the whole nationwide U.S. probably is about that many people waiting.
Yeah, I mean that's and I don't know, man. Everybody's was playing it up. All these influencers seem to be really liking the game. It feels like shotguns are about the only thing people have been griping about. They're pretty
They do in every
powerful.
Battlefield, don't they?
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. Like, you guys not remember getting slaughtered by like this? What is it? The dad
Sega.
on the Sega. That's what it was. Yeah, the Sega on Operation Locker. Bro, if they bring back a Locker, I'm gonna lose it.
The
Oh my god,
870
Locker
was
was
so
so
good.
good.
Yeah, Locker needs to be
It was.
remade.
Locker was every map that has like a 24/7 server on 4 needs to be brought back.
Go
Like
mold.
Locker, Gamol was good, dude. Man, Gamol, I feel like I didn't really get to play that much, but I love that map. So it was open. I'll say that it was a really open
Yeah, it
map,
was.
but there's a lot of vehicles to get
Yeah.
moving. Those man, you
The
could really
infantry
work
played
those
good
center
though. I can't
objectives.
lie. Yeah, the infantry played good there on the top side of the map.
It seemed like as long as you had a decent team in vehicles kind of covering you and keeping like vehicle on vehicle combat, you usually didn't run into many vehicles. Maybe a
Oh,
stray tank
you know
coming through.
something I've always wanted to see come back?
What's
Commander.
that?
I want an AC-130 in there, dog.
Yeah. I didn't see Commander right off the rip, and I haven't heard anybody talking about it, so who knows if it'll be back or not. But yeah, Commander was pretty cool.
I think that's just a cool concept. Like the AC-130 should be a vehicle in Battlefield, dude. Why wouldn't it be? Can you imagine
Yeah.
getting your buddies in one and you're just raining down on the infantry below with that? I mean,
Yup.
what would stand a chance? Is like, if you had a good jets on your team, what's going to take you out?
An AA, maybe.
God, don't get me started.
Dude,
Is there
yeah.
spawn AAs? I think I had heard about that.
I didn't even pay attention to that. No, I don't know. I know I did see an AA for sure, which we knew they were going to be there. But dude, wouldn't it be funny to see the Transformer make a return?
That would be. I think it'd be cool as a spawn vehicle. That'd
Nobody
really
ever
irritate
like.
you.
I don't remember anybody ever doing well with that thing, but it was cool.
Oh, I took down a heli with it one time.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, it flew through my path and a missile landed on it.
Pure luck.
Little
That's
bird on
awesome.
Hanani Resort.
Oh, I bet he was mad.
I
Dude,
shot
we
I
got.
shot a dude out of the driver's seat of Hanani the other day actually with the pickup sniper. I shot this pilot out. It
Oh
was
yeah.
funny.
I heard the one thing. I've got a buddy that's been playing. Oh my god, dude! I have a funny story after this, but yeah, I got a coworker, a buddy of mine. He's been playing this beta since like 3 this morning. Like he's been playing, and he even this same guy that played the Battle Lab, so he's played a lot of this game already. He said the sniping is so extremely difficult. I don't know
It
why. I
looks
think he
like
said
it.
the flinch is really, really, really bad, and the bullet drop is bad. I can't. I'll have to get his info. He's hopefully going to call into the show next week and just dump all this information. But
That would be
funny
awesome.
story, funny story about this guy. So sorry if you're listening, but so this dude's got a tree in his yard. Just typical whatever. But the big storms come through earlier in this year. Well, this dude is like obsessed with his Tacoma. Like it is he loves this truck. It's like a 2018, I think, Tacoma that he's lifted. He barely drive. He don't drive it to work. He just
It's
drives it
his
whenever he's
baby.
just feeling good. Yeah, it's his baby. Well, that storm causes a limb to break off, lands on the truck, lands on his 2 beaters, and lands on his house.
Golly.
Uh, Luckily, they did total the truck. He was really upset about it until he got the money, and then he got one kind of similar to it. It might have been a little bit newer, but that happened a few months ago this year. Another thing. He took off work tomorrow. I think his kids got an open house, but also he took off to play Battlefield, which is cool. You do you. I'm all about it. The same tree, the same exact tree breaks off a limb, lands on his power pole, and kills his power.
Today?
Today while he's playing Battlefield, the beta.
No way.
Yeah.
Those
So
storms today are nothing.
no, not at all. And so he had to pay to have it removed and removed the first time. He said this tree has cost him like $6,000
God.
just in removal. I'm like, brother, I'd be out there, I'd be chopping that thing down. I'd be out there with like George Washington with cherry tree. I'd
Yeah.
be chopping that thing down, dude. I'd be so angry if that happened. But he did tell. I got an update from him a little bit ago, but he was like, "Yeah, I went out there. I was like, talking to the guys putting the new pole up. He was like, yeah, he said, I was in the middle of playing this closed beta for Battlefield. So, and then power company guy goes, no way, you got a code? He's
Hmm.
like, all right, we'll get this going.
No way. That's a
Yeah.
homie.
I was like, yes, sir.
That's men, dude. That's the best
That
thing
is
about your boys.
like, bro, let me watch on lunch break. I'm trying to see. Yeah, that was awesome. But yeah, hopefully he's gonna call into the show next week and give us the whole rundown. He's got all the information. This dude's been playing Battlefield since like the start, brother. Like he's
Battlefield
got some
2.
tenure on him. Yeah, this dude's definitely a Call of Duty veteran. I'm
Battlefield
excited.
1941.
Yeah. Oh gee. Yeah, that's pretty much got us for the show today. I definitely wanted to hit on the Battlefield stuff. Yeah, like I said, we're going to be doubling up. Definitely going to hear some more Battlefield stuff next episode. And yeah, that's kind of got us for this episode.
Yeah.
Make sure that you follow us on Snapchat, and that's been kind of the pop in social media and TikTok as well. I don't know if you've got
If
anything.
anyone's got any questions about that shop, uh, just let us know. I wouldn't mind doing the Q&A. Maybe not Q&A about it, but if some people had some questions, I don't mind answering if to the best that I feel like I can.
Yeah, yeah, we just got to make sure we keep everything legal. That's the main thing here. So make sure you
Yeah,
don't
I don't
ask
want to reveal
anything.
nothing.
Don't ask who they are or any names, anything personal about the person. We're not trying to get anybody in any legal trouble, us or them. So, yeah, definitely keep that in mind when asking any question about the business. And, yeah, let us know what you think about the Battlefield 6 beta. I know you guys are going to be playing it this weekend. So let us know how it went for you guys and if you're hyped for it and how you think the launch is going to be. And I guess with that being said, guys, we will catch you in the next one.